There was a lush green forest where all the animals lived happily. In this forest lived monkeys, rabbits, foxes, elephants, cheetahs, peacocks, and a very peculiar bear who was always hungry. His name was Bolu. Bolu the bear was constantly thinking about food and often eyed others' meals as well. One day, as Bolu was roaming around the jungle, he suddenly shouted, "I'm starving! Someone give me food or I'll chew up someone's tree!" A monkey, sitting on a tree, laughed and said, "Bear brother, if you eat this much soon, you'll start seeing food in your dreams." Bolu replied angrily, "So what? At least I'll get to eat golgappas in my dreams." All the animals burst into laughter. But that night, Bolu actually had a strange dream. He saw 7 fat buffaloes roaming in the jungle. Suddenly, 7 thin and weak buffaloes came and devoured the fat ones. Then, a huge tree appeared in the dream, on which bananas, apples, pineapples, and watermelons were growing together. Bolu leapt forward to eat them, but just as he reached out his paw, everything vanished. When he woke up in the morning, Bolu was stunned. He ran to Grandpa Tortoise, the wisest and most intelligent animal in the forest. Bolu told him his dream. Grandpa Tortoise smiled and said, "Bolu, do you know the story of Prophet Joseph? He also had dreams, and through his dream interpretations, he helped save the people of Egypt from famine. Your dream is somewhat similar. Perhaps God is trying to teach you something." Bolu said, "Grandpa, all I ever think about is eating. These dream things are beyond me." Grandpa Tortoise kindly explained, "Son, dreams don't come from food. They come from intentions. Your dream means that after good days, hard days can also come. When food is in abundance, it's wise to save some for later so you don't go hungry." Bolu half understood the explanation, but he was still happy. At least he got to see bananas and watermelons in his dream. He thought, why not tell all the animals about this dream and get their advice? He called everyone together and said, "Friends, my dream taught me that if we always eat everything up and never save anything, one day we'll be starving." The monkey laughed. "Oh, wow, now even Mr. Bear is giving life advice." The fox quickly said, "No, Bolu is right. We should learn something from this. The story of Prophet Joseph, also teaches us that he advised the king to store food during 7 good years to survive the 7 bad years." The rabbit suggested, "Why don't we build a small storage house in the forest? We can save extra fruits, seeds, and dried food there, so when it rains or if famine comes, we'll have supplies." All the animals were thrilled with the idea. Bolu promised to set aside a portion of his food every day, no matter how hungry he was. The next day, all the animals started building the storage hut together. The monkey built the roof from tree branches, the elephant brought logs to form the walls, and the rabbit made a schedule for who would store what. Bolu placed the first fruit, a giant watermelon. Tears welled up in his eyes as it looked very juicy and tasty, but he held himself back and chose patience. Time passed peacefully. The forest was full of joy. All the animals ate together, worked together, and continued to store food in the hut. Then, one day, heavy rain began. Days passed, but the rain didn't stop. Trees began to fall, fruit started rotting, and the ground became muddy and flooded. All the animals had to stay inside their dens and homes. Bolu sat under a tree, almost crying. "Now I'll have nothing to eat, I'll starve." Just then, the rabbit opened his door and said, "Come on, Bolu. It's time to visit the food hut." All the animals gathered at the storage house. Inside, there were all kinds of fruits, seeds, and dry foods. Everyone thanked Allah joyfully and began sharing the food. Bolu said with embarrassment, "Thank goodness I saved that watermelon. Otherwise, I'd only be dreaming about it now." The monkey burst into laughter. "And in the dream, even that would disappear." Grandpa Tortoise addressed everyone. "Children, remember, Prophet Yusuf's dream teaches us that wisdom, patience, and planning can protect us from hunger, hardship, and disasters. If we pay attention, even dreams can be God's way of guiding us." All the animals agreed with him. The storm passed, the sun came out, and life returned to the forest. The food hut was now empty, but everyone's hearts were full. From that day onward, Bolu the bear never ate selfishly again. He always saved a little and used to say, "If I ever have another dream, I'll be ready, with watermelon and faith."